Uh, Let me start by quoting what I read in the front page of Vanguard this morning that Fubara loyalists shunned local government election in River State as Wike, I mean, um, agreed that the issue of emergency rule in River State will come to an end, and he cited September 18 because the state of emergency was declared on March 18, and so probably it's going to end September 18. But the deed has been done. Even if Fubara refused to participate in the local government election has come and gone, and I think Wike has achieved his goal, because one of the major bone of contention was the issue of who control the local government. Everybody know that politics is a grassroots something. If you don't control your local government, I don't know where you want to come from. You have to register in your ward before you can say anything up there. And when we even want to call the delegate, I think it's from each will come from a local government and ward. So who control local government is very, very important. Local government is like a structure in a political party, and it's one of the major bone of contention between Wike and Fubara. And as we are talking now, you can see that the Wike will now have a little bit of relief, because with what happened there, anybody can testify that Wike has reclaimed his, political structure in River State, which Fubara was making attempts at a particular time to, should I say, hijack it or claim it? I don't know. When you are reaching agreement with people, I think you should be very, very important. I mean, you should be very, very, very careful, so that you will not rush into entering agreement with somebody you will not be able to, look into his eyes, or agreement that you will not be able to fulfill. Of course, that is the kind of politics we are practicing in Nigeria. It's not good for our democracy. We have seen it in Lagos State, where somebody has put Lagos State in his pocket since 1999. All the people's efforts to
achieve whatever aim they have. That's what that's going to come in that River State. This is not the end of the issue. A sitting governor lost his own polling booths, units.
Is that the first time that will happen?
No, you know what I'm saying? It's strange to a PDP, a state that has been PDP for years. So it tells you, something actually went wrong, that these masters are already at work again.
But I thought they settled their rifts.
Bros, let me tell you, when street are they talking about, one part of the whole thing was to allow all the whole local government structures under Wike. So you are not seeing that it might boomerang, it might have a very damaging effect later at the end of the day. So with even you, that's an ordinary human being, an ordinary citizen, and somebody that has not even have political interest anywhere. If you see what happened in River State, is it not a shame on INEC? These are the sign on something that we keep on talking about. Now, INEC have added another, have become another hostage institution that is using their structure to hold people hostage, just like the way judiciary is now. Mike, let us condemn this thing. This is not what it is.
Yeah, you're already condemning it.
No, you know what I'm saying, Mike. I've been issue. We are talking about this thing, and I told you that from the day Jonathan raised his head, I condemned it. I condemned Jonathan. Jonathan should go and sit down, and I believe he will go and sit down now.
His wife has spoken now.
Of course, the wife should know. She's an Igbo woman. She should have bread too. What is the husband doing? He was asking the husband, what are you looking for there? If you go and read that statement, what do you want? What are you looking for? You know that Jonathan himself can be very funny. sometimes, it's just that kind of man. That's his nature. Unless this kind of pressure now comes from the woman, possibly he is afraid of listening to her. I'll come out and say, "Oh boy, go and sit down." I think by now you go and sit down. What is happening in River State is condemnable. Yes, they might fly whatever color they want to fly at this point in time, but that is not the end of the game.
Abiodun said you stop condemning INEC. I'm seeing his message now.
Who?
Abiodun, one of our viewers, he said you stop condemning INEC.
Okay, what is INEC? And Nigerians have been crying since 2023 to this moment. Courtesy of INEC. When we are talking about electoral reform, and these are part of the things we are talking about.
Would you say the victory of APC in that place in the last election that was conducted in Rivers State
an election that was conditioned before election take place? You don't understand what I'm saying? When they were entering, they saying they were putting this thing on Fubara that this is the way to go, using police and army to intimidate. To the extent they went as far as bringing a retired admiral.
Femi, was the election not transparent enough? Was that not a credible election conducted by INEC?
Permit me to welcome people to the Ember months, September. And I say happy new month to all of our viewers across the globe. And I say good morning to you all. It's going to fill with joy and grace by the special grace of God. You see, what happened is very, very obvious. It's a battle, it's a clash of the titans. And Yoruba will say, that is the truth of the matter. It is a political battle. And everybody know that whomever control local government, control the structure, political structure. And this has been the bone of contention since Fubara come in. This is where, apart from monetary aspect of it, political structure of that state, Wike want it as somebody that sponsor you. It was on the wing of Wike that Fubara right to become governor. Nobody knows Fubara. That is the truth of the matter. Unfortunately, it's not good for our democracy, but that is what you are practicing. So, how can you now just come and try, and some people are pushing you to hijack political structure from somebody that put you in that place? No, you make attempts to do the things, and they show you the more advanced power. This is the second time local government election will be conducted in that state. One has been conducted, and the one that was conducted, Fubara,
it was nullified.
It was nullified. So it's a power tussle, and unfortunately, the powerful one took it now. So it's a matter of a political structure that we don't want to lose, and he has looked for a way to claim it's a political structure. Having said that, I will not forget to mention it that it may boomerang. Why? Because it's like Yoruba will say, "Akuko ofi to fi ogori re fun kolo." A roaster that gives his corn to a wolf. Because one day will be one day. What is happening now is that Tinubu has entered River State, and somebody has said it that Tinubu is a super. When we talk about political thief, Tinubu is a super thief. When we are talking about Nigeria politics, he has entered River State and he has hijacked River State from both Wike and Fubara. And who invited the super thief? It was Wike. Wike will not know that he's losing River State now as we are talking. That is the truth of the matter. Because Tinubu has known, he has allowed Tinubu, and in fact Tinubu penetrated and he has studied the political, the landscape of River State, and it has been hijacked. Wike will be thinking that the political structure is in his hand now, but it's in the hand of Tinubu. Because when you trace the rope, at the end of it, it's Tinubu that you find there, that is behind